What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking Season 5 Modern Warfare Zombies. The roadmap has come out. We have a little bit of intel from the blog, and there will be more in the next blog that comes out a little closer to the actual release next week. But essentially, we can now say for sure that Modern Warfare Zombies' final story mission is coming out in Season 5, and we will have to wait until Reloaded. But essentially, let's dive into this here. Let's talk about the little bit of information that we have, because we know we're getting a new story mission, we're getting a new Dark Aether Rift, and we are getting 3 new schematics. So first thing, it says content summary mid-season. Big thing to keep in mind here. It does say mid-season, meaning we will be getting it for Reloaded, probably about 4 weeks away from next week. So let's just say 5 weeks away from now. The end is here. Descend into the Dark Aether to disrupt and sever the link between Dr. Jansen and the Entity. Experience a gravity-defying Dark Aether arena featuring Ethereum launch pads and an all-new boss. So it seems very interesting on what this new area is going to be. I'm kind of anticipating it could be Al-Mazrah City, but it could also be a combination type of arena. It sounds like it's going to be, I don't know. It's kind of really hard to say. It says a Dark Aether arena. It doesn't specify if it's going to be a specific area of the map that we've already visited or anything like that, but it does have launch pads, which does sound pretty interesting. So maybe a much easier way to get around the map than we had previously, and maybe you won't have to rely on the Scorcher. Now, like I said, the final story mission is set to come out mid-season as well. Operation Deadbolt must face the ultimate challenge in confronting the Entity in a terrifying new section of the Dark Aether. Use Ethereum launch pads to soar through the environment and keep away from the dangerous hordes of undead lurking on the ground. Prepare to abandon all hope as you make your way towards a climactic conclusion and the final boss. Now, if the final boss isn't the Entity, I'm going to be greatly disappointed, because I just can't help but think that would be just an epic way to wrap up this chapter in Zombies history. Survive the narrative-driven final story mission to unlock the conclusion cinematic and secure the first piece needed to access that new Dark Aether Rift. So 100% we will get our conclusive climactic cinematic, and we will finally get our conclusion to Modern Warfare Zombies. I'm pretty excited for this. It was kind of disappointing getting to Season 4 and not getting a cutscene. Honestly, we just didn't get a whole lot of content in general, but let's go ahead and talk this new Dark Aether Rift. Stay alert for clues and work with the community to discover the path towards a lucrative and lethal Season 5 Reloaded Dark Aether Rift. This perilous challenge offers players a fresh way to experience the Dark Aether and awards the opportunity to earn powerful rewards, including permanent unlocks. Now, as far as permanent unlocks are concerned, I'm pretty sure it's referring to the new schematics available for Season 5. It also does say new secrets, though, both of which, of course, are coming mid-season. Deploy with your squad to unlock and acquire the following schematics, boosting your damage and permanently increase your carrying capacity. So we're getting 3 new schematics, of course. First up, going to be the Disciple Bottle. Now, we've gotten a Dog Bone, we've had a Sergeant's Beret. Now we're getting a third friend that we can call in, going to be a friendly disciple who will be able to wreak havoc against your foes. All I can hope is that it will be able to revive you similar to our other 2 friends, and maybe it has some other special ability that we have yet to see. Next up, we have Grenade Bandolier. Replenish your lethal and tactical equipment over time, allowing you to regularly bombard enemies. So you won't have to actually go over, revisit a resupply station. You'll be able to just kind of wait the X amount of time. I would imagine can be very similar to the multiplayer perk restock, or even in Warzone as well. So it's going to be X amount of time will pass. You will replenish whatever lethals and tacticals that you haven't used up until that point, and then you'll be able to continue throwing them without having to constantly resupply them. This could be kind of useful. Unfortunately, the one thing I will say in regards to this is that normally when you're taking out tons and tons of zombies, especially where this will be the most useful, somewhere like a Dark Aether, more than likely, in most cases, you will get a lot of these lethals and tacticals to drop on the ground. So essentially, you automatically replenish them over time as long as you're just constantly battling zombies with a good enough RNG, obviously, because it is take a little bit of luck to get the drops that you actually desire. Now, our last schematic, and I think some people will be excited about this, but I don't know why they had to make it a schematic. Personally, I would have preferred Perkaholic. You guys will have to let me know down in the comment section below if you guys agree with me. But essentially, Perkaholic would have been one that you would have popped, giving you all perks off the rip. That way you wouldn't have to go and get any of the perks throughout that run. They could have even made it a longer cooldown time, even at the 72-hour point, similar to we have the Flawless Ethereum Crystal, if that's what would have made it seem more reasonable. But no, we're getting a schematic stash increase. Increase your stash size to 30, so get looting. So this isn't really a schematic, I don't think, because it's not something that you're going to pop and then utilize 10 extra spaces. It's literally going to increase your stash size permanently. So essentially, this is not 3 new schematics. It's 2 new schematics that you can use regularly. One of which I don't think is all going to be all that great, the grenade bandolier. And then obviously the disciple bottle really does sound pretty cool, but we'll have to wait and see what that really has to offer. But outside of that, a stash increase does sound a little bit deceptive as a schematic because it's something you're going to get one time, unlock it. It's not something you're going to continuously use throughout your journey, except for, I guess, to hold some of your items that you desire the most. So that's everything that we have in the roadmap leading up to Season 5. Obviously, at this point now, we're knowing that we're going to have to wait until Season 5 Reloaded. Going to be a few more weeks down the line. The good news is it'll get us that much closer to Black Ops 6. I'm just hoping this leads us out. I'm honestly just hoping this sends us off with a bang. I'm just hoping this sends us off with a bang, anticipating we get to fight the entity. It sounds like the new Dark Aether Rift is going to be fairly cool. We'll just have to wait until we get hands-on, or at least until next week when the blog comes out. That way we can get some more information. Personally, I know I'm excited for a new Dark Aether Rift. I'm excited to see what these new schematics are all about. And most importantly, I'm excited to see the conclusion of the Dark Aether story in Modern Warfare Zombies. That's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support of the channel. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.